celebrate founders that raise $4 million and barely notice founders that make $4 million.
I have a theory about this, and it stems from a story that I heard a couple of years ago. This partner that worked with this well-known VC, and he wouldn't tell me who it was, but he once told me that this investor had what he called a drag coefficient score. So when he met a founder, for every potential limitation that could stand in the way of that founder's success, it would be a point against them. So the kinds of things weren't even specific necessarily to the business. It was like how young they were. So they might have a point for being over 35. There's a, presumption there that you have less energy. There was a point if you had a mortgage. There was a point for every child that you had. And while I get that for this particular investor, it was a way for him to assess risk, meaning like if this person didn't have these things standing in the way, that they'd be more likely to take risks and potentially to hustle. Why this informs the theory I have around this is because it seemed to me like this system was really about leverage. And when you think about that, like a company that makes its own revenue, that has its own customers, they hold all the leverage. The ownership is not there for the VC. It's not there for the investors. So it stands to reason that the top publications would only feature companies that were raised because they perpetuate the myth that valuations and unicorn models is the place to be, is the thing that you should aspire to. That's what works well for the existing growth model. It's an ecosystem that feeds a small percentage of people at the top. Honestly, given everything that we're learning, I don't know, is it really that much of a stretch? I'm not saying that it's all investors, but I find that interesting. Almost as if they can't extract value from you, then you're no good to them. You're not playing within their rules. You're not living within their ecosystem. You're building your own ecosystem. They don't like it.